So. All right, so it looks like we are live streaming to YouTube. It's my first time doing it from the computer. So thank you for your patience and for bearing with me. My name is Michelle Ihigbaro. So it looks like we are live streaming to YouTube. It's my first time doing it from the computer. So thank you for your patience and for bearing with me. There you go. All right, still learning the technology behind that. All right, my name is Michelle Ihigbaro. I am the training director at Realty One Group Integrity out of Southern Arizona, and I'm also a certified 10X business coach. I wanted to talk to y'all about what you're doing for your business. As a real estate professional, the agent is always wondering, what kind of support does the broker provide? What do I get when I sign on to be a part of this brokerage? And most people will say tech and tools, and training. Those are the most important things for them. And I am 100% sure and 100% confident that Realty One Group has created an environment of success for you to step into and to step onto that platform that we call Realty One Group. Our online university is amazing. About 3 years ago, there was about 3,000 pieces of content training in there. And now there's over 7,000 pieces of training inside of One University, which is our 24/7 on-demand learning platform that we have for our agents. There's continuously new content, new information being uploaded in there. And as far as tools go, the tools that the agents are looking for are tools that are going to help them with social media, tools that are going to help them with their contract, and then training. How do I do a comparative market analysis? How do I fill out this purchase contract? How do I fill out the listing agreement? Those are all just me lightly touching on some of the things that the agent needs. So how much of this does the broker provide? A lot of it. But what do you provide? What do you as the business owner provide for your business? And what do you as the business owner, what roles do you need to fill for your business to be successful? And business is the whole thing running seamlessly. All these little jobs and these different hats that y'all have to put on to run that business successfully is where the agent gets lost at right here. What are all the different hats that I need to wear for my business to run? And do I have experience wearing any of those hats? So we just got off of an accountability meeting, for example, where the agent can come into the call and say what it is that they want to work on that week. And they also talk about what they worked on the previous week. Right? So your prospecting goals from the previous week, did it get you some contacts? Did it get you some appointments? Did you get some yeses? Did you get some nos? What are you going to do now in continuum of last week into the next week? Are you going to wait until you have your first buyer to learn how to write your first contract? Are you going to wait until you have your first listing to figure out how to upload your first listing into the multiple listing system? When these things are happening to the new agent and they call the mentor, the agent thinks that there's a fire, a full-blown fire and they're calling the fire department to come put the fire out. I don't want to be your fire department. I want to help you be the preventative, right? Let's prevent the fire. You're going to prevent the fire by training. Go preview property every week. Pick your favorite property that you looked at that week and go home and write your first pretend offer. And ask your mentor to check it for you on transaction desk. Say, what does this look like? Where did I make mistakes? Because I know it ain't perfect. Where are my mistakes and how can I improve? And the next week, go do it again and call the mentor again. But like, hey, so I just wrote another pretend contract for 123 Main Street. Can you look at it for me and tell me what I did wrong or what I could have done better? Do not wait until you have a client or a situation to train on that. And then some of that was covered in our phone call and our 9 o'clock Zoom. It's what you have to understand where your use of your time is going. So keep track of what you do all week. So right now, like, let's say we're sitting together and you're telling me you don't have any business, the market is bad. My question as a coach should be, what are you doing now? Like, what did you do last Monday? Give me a timetable of that. And the rest of the week, honestly. What are the things you're doing? What are the things that you should be doing that you know you're not? That's a whole nother list. And then the last part of that list is things you definitely know you don't want to do. Those are probably the first things you should outsource and hire someone to do for you. Most people don't want to do their paperwork. That's why they hire the transaction coordinator. But you still should be familiar with your contracts and your timelines. So go home and write the offer. Go home and write the pretend offer. So yeah, it's really just a question of what should a newly licensed agent be doing when they come into the industry? And what should the seasoned agent that's feeling lost right now be doing every day? And it's about planning your day out. Every Sunday, we send out a Sunday calendar that shows Realty One Group nationwide events. And that same calendar shows us our Realty One Group in-house trainings at Integrity, Realty One Group Integrity. And it shows you what trainings we're hosting virtually and what trainings we're hosting in person. So between the Realty One Group calendar events and your brokerage's calendar of events, you should have stuff in there to start filling out your planner for the day or your planner for the week. Are you best in the morning or in the afternoon? You have to allocate time to prospect. Prospecting sometimes is this, right? The most successful prospecting is done like this. And then you supplement that with text messages, emails, social posts, postcards, pop buys, handwritten notes. So what does your week look like? When you worked for an employer, he had your 8 hours allocated for. And that's how he knew that something was going to be taken care of, right? Each person at the job has a different role. He knows what each of those employees is doing those 8 hours. Do you know what you're doing your 8 hours for your business? Start putting it in a planner. You have to plan your week. You have to plan your prospecting. You have to decide and figure out where these clients are coming from. And where are you taking them to? And just a side note, when I was in the accountability meeting, this is what I was asking the agent. What are you going to do for your business for it to keep going and growing? You got to keep going. You have to keep moving. You have to keep moving. 87% of people that come into this industry fail. And it's just because they stopped dead in their tracks and decided not to move forward anymore. They literally stopped and said, okay, I'm not going that way no more. I'm going back this way. It's going to be imperative for you to figure out where your business has come from these past 3, 4, 5 years. And it's imperative for you to be honest with yourself and understand if you came upon that business by accident, because you were intentionally prospecting, or because you also have your systems in place. Most of the business that a lot of us have gotten the past few years was with minimal effort. I'm not saying you're not working on your business. Like you know if this applies to you or not. Okay. And I promise you that the real estate professionals that are complaining about the market right now don't know what they do every day. They're not accountable for their time. They don't know what they should be doing, or they know what they should be doing and they're not doing it. And the things that they don't want to do that they have not done are the things that they need to do exactly to get business today. And not business today, but just business ongoing. This is a relationship, connection, communication, community business. This is not transactional. Real estate, it's a transaction, but you cannot run your business transactionally. It's you will not acquire or experience success to the level that you want to experience it if you're just waking up and rolling up out of the bed and seeing what's going to happen to me today. When you go into the day unprepared, you're not going to experience results, not good ones. At least you'll get bad results. So all right, so thanks for tuning in to my first YouTube live screen from my training channel. If you have questions about real estate, the real estate brokerage that I'm a part of, let me know, or Realty One Group as a whole, as a company, always willing to answer your questions. If you ever want to sneak peek at our tools and tech, I'm also available for that. And just let us help you explore what the one can do for you and your business. You're all in, we're all in. What does that look like when we mesh it together and become a powerhouse? All right. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Michelle Higbaro. I am the training director at Realty One Group Integrity out of Southern Arizona. And I'm also a certified 10X business coach. You can follow me on all socials, Facebook, here on YouTube, Instagram, it's the Queen of Culture, and on TikTok also. Or if you are interested in the launch of the Busy Mom Show, that's going to be my new podcast / YouTube channel, go to hashtag the Busy Mom Show on all platforms. All right. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. See y'all later.